guys, that's Ren here. I was rewatching School Race, the season 8 finale, and the first time I watched it, I noticed something. So there's this one scene when Cozy goes talking to Naysay, and she owns a skull. I don't know if that's fake or not, but I didn't want to think about the implications of that, but I kind of have to, because I'm a theorist. Why on earth does she own a skull? Is it real? Is it fake? Has this child murdered someone? I'm not answering that. Yeah, I'm answering that. But first off, let's start with a completely unrelated question that will become related in a minute. Trust me, you'll see why this is relevant. Why isn't they say so the pony equivalent of racist before the ending of School Race? Because he gets reformed. And he realises that Yona is adorable. I mean, he realises that the young six are very cute. Anyway, I was thinking that what if another creature somehow attacked him or someone he loved in the past? But there was only really one creature that could do this. Let's think about it. Dragons. We can rule out dragons because although small dimensions terrorizing villages in Meltdown, they usually do keep themselves in the Dragonlands, and by villages I feel like it means small places like early Ponyville, but they're usually by mountains, and well, it's implied that the EEA building is somewhere like Council on Manhattan or somewhere, which I really doubt is under attack of dragons, otherwise there'll be nobody living in either of those, if I'm honest. Yeah, so no, I think we can rule out dragons. Griffins keep themselves in Griffinstone, so no. Yaks aren't really hostile to ponies, and they haven't really had major meetings before season 5 forever, so obviously no. Not to mention they're adorable. The Hippogriff's been underwater for probably most of Naysay's life, because I put him at like 10 to 15 years old, and Twilight he's probably about 23 at this point. He's probably in his like 30s or 40s, so seriously doubt he's come into contact with hippogriffs at all. So no. So logically, all we got left is changelings. And it works, especially if there's something that happened before season 2, because we know from the chapbooks in episode 100, I guess, that there are stray changelings like Thorax, but probably evil ones, unlike Thorax. Prior to the events of season 6, and maybe even some after season 6, because there were some rogue changelings prior to the events of the Change to Changeling. So yeah, probably some point before season 2, Naysay could have come in contact with a changeling. Am I saying that a changeling stole all his love and that's why he's so grumpy? No, I'm not. Instead, what if a changeling attacked someone who loves? Maybe his girlfriend? Trust me, this is getting relevant. I'm not saying that, maybe somebody pretended to be his girlfriend, like a changeling, and drained him of love. What I'm saying is that maybe this girlfriend was drained of love. We don't know if changes can control people like Chrysalis did to Shining, but I feel like if somebody had their love drained out, then they'd be a bit grumpy. So whether or not they turned to a fake Naysay or did something else, who knows? They might have left him. Whoever it is, just think. Naysay has a girlfriend. Changeling drains love from the girlfriend. Girlfriend leaves Naysay, leaves him heartbroken, and when he realises that it was Changeling, because I feel like he would investigate this. I don't know, maybe he thought his girlfriend was cheating on him or something. He grows to hate other creatures. I know it's a bit of a headcanon, but it kind of works. Because Changeling is really the only creature that fits. Because it has to be something with pony levels of intelligence. Because then it's just a monster and not a being. So, then, what happens to the girlfriend? Well, what if Naysay got her pregnant? And maybe she could give birth to one Cozy Glow. Just think, if we don't know what the mother looks like, we can't assume that it can't be their child. Because, for example, let's look at Pan and Pumpkin Cake. Pound Cake doesn't really look anything like his parents, but Pumpkin Cake does match her father pretty well. and they're both with different pony tribes. So it doesn't matter, it could be Naysay with an Earth pony, it could still produce a Pegasus. If we don't know what the mother looks like, we can't assume that it isn't Naysay's kid. But Naysay wouldn't be alone as he could just not know. Like, whether or not he knows he had a child or not, we don't know how pregnant she was. How far into pregnancy she was, even how long ponies and MLP are pregnant for. Then we can't say this isn't possible. And there is slight evidence to say this is possible. But then, what happened to the mother? Well, when Shining Armor is freed of Chrysalis' control, he's very weak. And even before he's freed of control, he is weak. His spell is weakening. Not just from him not performing it, but just because Chrysalis is draining him of strength. This mother would be very weak. And may even die of childbirth. Wow, this got tragic really fast. So where does the skull come into this one? Because you've got to probably raise it off between... We can actually make some Lord Voldemort comparisons here. And yes, it's a silent T. People, it's a silent T. Because, conceived of the love potion, mother dies of childbirth, can't feel love. That's not because he was conceived under the love potion, it's just more symbolism. But mother drained of love, leaves father, dies of childbirth, and then produces an evil child, is a nice similarity to make right here. Especially with some certain MLP and Harry Potter parallels before. But anyway, what does the skull tie into this? Because that whole theory... Because that theory I just told you before is actually someone I made when Season 8 first came out. About why Naysay is racist, just excusing the Cozy Glow bit. Just, oh yeah, the wife that was drained of love by a changeling and left him. But then, where does the skull tie into this? The oh-so-famous skull from School Rays. Well, maybe. I'm not saying that that's her mother's skull. The mother was probably buried, and if she just dug open like a pit and then took out her skull, yeah, that is way too messed up and dark for MLP. A show that literally features people melting and suicide attempts. I feel like that's just a tad too dark and messed up. But perhaps it's a fake skull. Perhaps as a reminder to Cozy Glow, who would have been told FIM would have died of childbirth and left her father. Maybe this is why she feels somewhat attracted to Naysay, even if she doesn't know it's her dad. But maybe she feels kind of... Well, maybe she keeps this fake skull on her as a reminder of her mother's death. And who knows, maybe why she wants so many friends is because she thinks friendship is power. And maybe if she has enough power, she can somehow revive her? Nah, that's too much of a stretch. But maybe she just keeps the skull on her as a reminder of how she was made and all that is left to come. Boom. You're welcome.